Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese explorer whose name became permanently linked to the first expedition that successfully circumnavigated the Earth. Although he did not complete the journey himself, the voyage he organized and led changed European understanding of the world's geography. His expedition demonstrated the true scale of the planet and established a new global connection between oceans and continents. Magellan was born around the year 1480 in northern Portugal, in a region that was closely tied to Portuguese maritime traditions. He came from a family of minor Portuguese nobility, which allowed him access to education and service at the royal court. During this early period, Portugal was a leading power in ocean exploration, and overseas expansion shaped the ambitions of many young men, including Magellan. As a young man, Magellan served as a page at the Portuguese royal court in Lisbon. There, he gained exposure to navigation, astronomy, and the practical knowledge required for long-distance sea travel. This environment introduced him to maps, maritime instruments, and reports from explorers returning from Africa and Asia. Later on, Magellan entered active service with the Portuguese fleet. In the early 16th century, he traveled to India and other parts of the Portuguese trading empire in the Indian Ocean. He took part in military and commercial expeditions, gaining first-hand experience of long voyages, unfamiliar climates, and complex political situations abroad. During this period, Magellan was involved in campaigns in India and Southeast Asia, including service in Malacca. These experiences strengthened his understanding of Asian trade networks and strategic sea routes. However, his career with Portugal did not progress smoothly, and disagreements with Portuguese authorities eventually damaged his standing at court. After returning to Portugal, Magellan sought royal support for a new maritime project. He proposed reaching the Spice Islands by sailing westward rather than following the established eastern route around Africa. This idea relied on the belief that the islands lay within the Spanish sphere of influence under existing treaties. The Portuguese king rejected Magellan's proposal. As a result, Magellan left Portugal and offered his services to Spain. In Spain, he presented his plan to King Charles I, later known as Emperor Charles V. After negotiations, the Spanish crown agreed to support the expedition. Magellan was appointed to lead a fleet tasked with finding a westward route to the Spice Islands. The agreement granted him titles and a share in the profits, reflecting the economic importance of the mission. In 1519, Magellan departed from Spain with 5 ships and a multinational crew. The fleet crossed the Atlantic Ocean and sailed along the eastern coast of South America. Throughout the journey, the expedition faced shortages, harsh weather, and growing tension among the crew. During the voyage, Magellan dealt with several mutinies. He responded with firm discipline to maintain control of the fleet. These events demonstrated both the difficulties of long-distance exploration and Magellan's determination to complete the mission. Later on, the fleet continued southward in search of a passage to the Western Ocean. In 1520, Magellan discovered a narrow and complex sea route at the southern tip of South America. This passage, later named the Strait of Magellan, connected the Atlantic Ocean to a vast, previously unknown body of water. After navigating the strait, Magellan entered the ocean he named the Pacific, due to its relatively calm conditions at the time. The crossing that followed proved to be one of the most difficult parts of the voyage. The ships traveled for months without fresh supplies, leading to hunger and illness among the crew. Eventually, the expedition reached islands in the western Pacific. In 1521, Magellan arrived in the Philippine archipelago.
There, he became involved in local political disputes and sought to establish alliances with regional leaders. During this period, Magellan supported one local ruler against others. This involvement led to armed conflict on the island of Mactan. In April 1521, Magellan was killed during a battle with local forces. After Magellan's death, the expedition continued under new leadership. Only one ship, the Victoria, ultimately completed the journey back to Spain. In 1522, it returned with a small surviving crew, having successfully circumnavigated the globe. The voyage confirmed that the Earth could be circled by sea and revealed the immense size of the Pacific Ocean. It also provided valuable information about global wind patterns, ocean currents, and the relationship between different continents. Although Magellan did not live to see the expedition's completion, his role as its planner and leader secured his place in history. His journey reshaped European geographic knowledge and influenced future exploration and trade. In the long term, Magellan's expedition contributed to the development of global navigation and the expansion of international maritime routes. It demonstrated both the possibilities and the risks of long-distance exploration during the early modern period. Today, Ferdinand Magellan is remembered as a key figure in the history of exploration. His voyage stands as a milestone in humanity's understanding of the world. Through careful planning, persistence, and ambition, his expedition connected distant regions and laid foundations for a more interconnected global age.